Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for tuning in. To my super chat, thank you so very much. You give me every incentive to rock these live streams. This is fantastic news. Michael Bloomberg keeps talking to allies about running for president as Joe Biden struggles. CNBC. Slate. Bloomberg reportedly still itching to run for president now that Warren is surging. Bloomberg, the charismatic and energetic and beloved former mayor of New York that just has a grassroots that spans between... He has support spanning between California and New York and every place in between. He's a real viable candidate. Those Bloomberg rallies and speeches, I mean, they filled small libraries. They were amazing. My goodness. Does this make any sense to you? Michael Bloomberg considering running for president. October 14th, 2019. Former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg is reportedly weighing a run for the Democratic presidential nomination after previously ruling it out. You mean somebody could change their mind? You mean after all the times that he said he wasn't going to run, he can still run? If he could run, after all those times he said that he wasn't going to run, does that mean that someone could evolve? Does that mean that somebody could change their mind? Could it be that Hillary could be running again? I mean, what's with all of these older men changing their mind? You mean to tell me you can't have a gutsy woman come in? Who do we know? Oh, that's right. It's Hillary Clinton. She's a gutsy woman. She's fantastic. I mean, the Russians didn't cheat Bloomberg or Biden or Warren. This is so overt. Michael Bloomberg is a billionaire, and he would be obliterated politically by Trump. He doesn't have... President Trump won because he had a brand that wasn't merely about, finance, or it didn't just... It didn't just resonate within New York. Bloomberg is a businessman, and he's been in finance his whole life, and he has a corporation or companies related to the stock market and finance, and Trump didn't win because he was a billionaire and a former mayor. Trump won because he completely and utterly disrupted the entire political system. Hobo Bob, the Bobo Bob, H.A., the Toastmaster General of YouTube. Yes, thank you. Toastmasters, great group. Thank you, Hobo Bob. Carl's Opinion. Good evening, Mr. Goodman, mods in chat, Carl and Cartman. Everyone subscribe to Carl's Opinion. Thank you. So Michael Bloomberg mulls. Okay, so Michael Bloomberg still itching to run. This is Slate. You could tell that Slate is no longer the really left-leaning publication, because like, oh, he's itching to run. Wow. He's itching to run? Please don't tell us any more about his itching. Michael Bloomberg is reportedly rethinking his decision. How could he rethink his decision if he had already made a decision? How could he run if he's a criminal? Well, he's not, but how could she run? How can Madam Cyberhack run if she's a criminal? Michael Bloomberg is reportedly rethinking his decision. But how can he rethink his decision if he had already made his decision? You mean people can actually rethink their decisions? That means that Hillary Clinton could still run. She's running. I have told you since 2017. I've told you since 2017 it's happening. Yeah. I love when people are like, we have a lot of great candidates. They don't even believe it. They don't even believe it. They don't even believe it. Sean Private. Bloomberg is anti-free speech and has the charisma of a doorknob. Sean Private. Yes, the doorknob probably exceeds Biden. Carl's opinion. Thank you, Sean Private. Thank you. So wait a second. He's rethinking his decision? That's really interesting. So you have old man Bloomberg, old man Biden, and failed DNA test Warren. That's a fantastic crew. That's fantastic. Then you have Beto O'Rourke, who's probably munching on some soil right now. Fantastic. Who else? The entire Democratic stage is a complete theatrical performance. Clinton is going to run. I stated that I was the first person to write in the Huffington Post in 2017. I said Clinton 2020 is a reality. Get ready for 8 years of Trump. They're going to lose again with Clinton. And they're not going to care because she's probably going to run in 2024. I'm telling you, they don't care. They do not care. This is not about what seems logical to you or to me. This is not rational. This is about a political machine. So Michael Bloomberg, the 77-year-old billionaire. Does this make any sense at all? He's 77. This is the best. I mean, 77, you could be a young... listen, there are 77-year-olds who are young. I know many who are young, and God bless them, and it's like it could be the beginning of your life at 77 or 80. And I'm not joking about that. You have 10, 15 wonderful, amazing, 20 even, wonderful, amazing, beautiful years. Adam Bomb 31458. Thank you. Adam Bomb 31458. Thank you. Carl's opinion. Thank you. But a 77-year-old billionaire, then you have a 76-year-old former vice president, a 77-year-old Bernie Sanders, 76-year-old Bernie Sanders, and Warren is in her early 70s, and she failed the DNA test that nobody's talking about because, come on, we have to pave the way for Clinton slowly but surely. You can't bring that up. Okay, here's a little news flash for everyone. Okay, you might not hear this from CNN or MSNBC. Okay, don't tell anyone, all right? This is between you and me, okay? Bloomberg doesn't want to run for president. He's going to give tens of millions of dollars anyway to the Democratic Party. He might as well have some fun with it. He knows very well. He didn't become a billionaire because he thinks that Beto O'Rourke could win. These people are not like... I love the mentality like of liberals and many progressives and Democrats are like, well, you know, Bernie was cheated in 2016, but, you know, it's a real stretch to say that anyone was cheating anyone in 2020 because, you know, everything changed because nothing changed. I mean, Debbie Wasserman Schultz isn't there. We have Tom Perez now. Yeah. And did he say that Bernie was cheated? No. So it's like, there's no way that he's thinking that he's going to win the presidency. This is a complete and utter nonsense. This is all to pave the way for Clinton. People are horrified and petrified of the notion that Clinton will run again. I have most of my friends. Most of my friends are Democrats. Some of my friends have taken this extremely seriously. When I tell them that Hillary's going to run again, I get this look of anger and frustration. And I say, it has nothing to do with me, so don't look at me like that. And then they say, oh, it's never going to happen. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I do. When Clinton runs, it will validate everything I have ever said about the left in the United States of America, which does not exist. There are people who are getting into social media beefs. Carl's opinion! There's no downside for Clinton to run for president. She gets paid by donors to sell her book, and she gets to collect more donations from the Clinton Foundation. Well, there's also the Onward Together Foundation, Carl's Opinion, by people who will cover their bets in case she wins. Yes, I mean, Carl's Opinion, thank you so very, very, very much. Everyone subscribe to Carl's Opinion. You know, it's a money-making racket. Carl's Opinion, you and I are in the wrong businesses. We need to become a high-level Democratic politician or donor or just a Democratic politician. And then we can just have fundraiser after fundraiser where everyone around us uses the fundraisers as networking functions for their businesses and places to meet contacts that could eventually finance films and projects. And you know what? It would be nice to just run a political machine where you're actually Carl's Opinion and everyone else. Democrats benefit from losing. There's money to be made. They have perfected the art of losing. It's lucrative for them. People say, oh, well, H.A., you went from Bernie to Trump because of, your YouTube channel. I'm like, no, if I really wanted to make a lot of money, if money was the only, I would have been like, Trump worked with Russia. No, it's serious. Oh, my God. I should never have, been a Bernie bro. I should have voted Clinton. And then, the channel would be at 400,000. Doc BBC! Another H.A. Goodman-tastic prediction will soon come true. Hillary will run again. Her supporters will cry rivers again. Go, H.A. Good stuff. Go, Doc BBC. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you. And so it's really interesting because Michael Bloomberg is running for president now, but Hillary Clinton won't. How does that work? This is to pave the way. Everything was to pave the way. Elizabeth Warren is another Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders is Bernie Sanders. So it's like you're you're trying to perform some kind of illusion here that I saw in 2017. It hasn't happened yet, people, officially, although it's happened a million times since 2017 and even 2016. She's not only running, but she's manipulating the reality, the bubble, the matrix, the paradigm that Democrats and liberals and progressives live within. Do you understand? They cannot admit that all of this was for Clinton. They cannot. The Steele dossier was purchased by Clinton, Alexander Downer, linked to the Clinton Foundation. CrowdStrike, outsourced by Democrats. They cannot possibly admit that there is no political party there. Then they'd have to admit it's a political machine. Bloomberg is one of the wealthiest people in America with a net worth of about $50 billion. Wow. He has taken swipes at Warren, who is further to the left than Biden, has spoken out against Wall Street and the wealthiest percent of America. Okay. I just said to Senator Warren on the way out, Senator, congratulations. It's a nice talk, but let me just remind you, if my company hadn't been successful, we wouldn't be here today. So enough with this stuff. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I think it's something he wants, one of Bloomberg's allies said. This is so amusing and so hilarious. And the most ridiculous thing about all of this is that people really believe that the Democratic Party will allow anyone, because they have such good candidates. Democrats truly believe that, Warren and Bernie and Biden, they have a chance, don't you know? They have a chance. They can win. They can win. It's just a matter of it's just a matter of meritocracy. I mean, after all, Biden's thinking of running, so there you go. Luke St. Martin, Eric, hello. Tulsi Gabbard is more popular, has a larger base of grassroots voters, has a larger presence on social media, and according to Democrats, well, let's put it this way. Democrats have a favorable viewpoint of Bush, so it's understandable why she's not at the top. But Tulsi Gabbard has to be, far ahead of most of the other candidates. But you wouldn't see that in the way polls are conducted. But see, the thing is, that's the thing. There is no Democratic Party. It's not. There's nothing. This has nothing to do with meritocracy or the ability to differentiate yourself from the pack. So let's look at. Let's look at the RCP polls. It's all nonsense anyway. This is all to pave the way for Clinton anyway. And like I've been saying. Now, if I'm reading this, Tulsi Gabbard is at... This is bizarre. How does this even work? Tulsi Gabbard is at 0.8% in this? This can't be right. This can't be right. Amy Klobuchar has... This is bizarre. Hold on one second. You know what? Let me just go ahead and click on 7. Disque. New listener, here you go. Thank you. 7 DSK. Thank you. Thank you. 7 DSK. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Nicole, I sleep better. Nicole, I sleep better at night knowing that President Trump is my boy's. Oh, God bless you. My boy's commander-in-chief. Nicole, thank you. Thank you. Nicole, thank you very, very much. So do I. I sleep better at night knowing President Trump is president. Valerie, they have a snowball's chance. They don't have it. They have a snowball's chance exactly. Nicole, thank you. 7 DSK, thank you. Carl's opinion, thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. So I want to just find out how hilariously rigged this nonsense is. So wait. The party poll primary. Okay, so here. Let's see if there's a Huffington Post one. Let's see, Huffington Post. They have a nice interactive one. They used to. Let's see if it was. Oh my God. What's going on here? So primary. Okay, so Democratic primary. All right. Trying to pull this up. No, it's okay. So let's just do Democratic primary poll. Sorry, it's taking a million years. But I just couldn't believe what I was reading. I don't understand. We'll just do 538. Fine. We'll do 538. Oh my God. How is Gabbard at 1%? Castro at 1%. Klobuchar and Gabbard? How does that even work? Yang at 3%? No, sorry. This makes no sense. And this is what I mean by a political machine. Hey, that rhymes. That rhymes. Nicole, thank you. 7 DSK, thank you. Carl's opinion, thank you. Anabon 3458, thank you. How on earth? First of all, Bloomberg says he wants to run. Okay. Yeah, right. You have Biden at 34%. Fine. Because they think he's electable, which he's not, but whatever. You have Warren in one poll at 28%, Biden at 25%. You have Bernie ahead of Warren, and Warren ahead of Bernie in a lot of these polls. And you have the people who actually do have grassroots support. You know, Andrew Yang and Tulsi Gabbard have grassroots support, but that should tell you what the progressive movement is, how important that is to Democrats. You're looking at Tulsi Gabbard at 1%. Klobuchar is tied. How is Amy Klobuchar tied with... How is Amy Klobuchar anywhere near Andrew Yang, who has a much bigger following along with Tulsi Gabbard? That's my point. This whole thing has nothing to do with reality. Democrats don't care what makes their idealistic the most. I know this because I used to be part of that idealistic, that very idealistic progressive. Oh, maybe, who knows what that means anymore. But you look at the 538 polls, and it's like Biden, Sanders, Warren. Well, Bernie was cheated, and God bless him, he has, the issues regarding health. Warren failed a DNA test, and Biden it's hilarious. They want to impeach Trump for finding out about Biden's controversies. Does anyone think that this is simply a contest that is run fairly, just like 2016 was fair and neutral. This is pure theater. This is not a fair and neutral primary, and this is all done for Clinton to run. None of this makes sense at all. None of this makes sense at all. And I mean, it's if you look at, they're like, we have so many great candidates. No, you don't. You have only 3 candidates that are kind of viable. And Sanders and Warren cancel each other out. Then they say, well, Sanders voters will vote for Warren. Not necessarily. Warren voters will vote for Sanders. No, Warren voters will probably vote for Biden or any establishment figure. So they cancel each other out, but then they don't. The whole thing's completely dysfunctional. The whole thing is completely and utterly dysfunctional. And now Michael Bloomberg wants to start running. I mean, who are they fooling? Who are they fooling? They had 16 candidates or whatever. 20 candidates and like, look how many candidates we have. We have really revamped since when we cheated our most popular candidate in 2016. Look how fair and neutral we are. We are fair and neutral. Aren't we fair and neutral, Washington Post and 538? Yes, you are. This is a completely fair and neutral endeavor. What? Bloomberg wants to run? But, well, okay. Sandiford! The current lunacy at DNC is at most a contest to see who will be Clinton's running mate. Exactly. Teresa King, thank you. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you. Thank you, Teresa King. Thank you. Sandiford, exactly. Nicole, thank you very much. 7, DSK, thank you. Sevensky. Maybe it's Sevensky. Thank you. People, I'm just waiting for this charade to end. I'm waiting for the charade to end. I'm waiting for the nonsense to end. Can we just get on? Clinton, people, you know what? An open, loving message to Clinton's campaign in waiting. Hillary Clinton's campaign in waiting. God bless you. Okay, you're going to lose to Trump, so just get on with it. Let's get the show on the road. It doesn't matter when you enter. They're going to vote for you anyway. If you wait too long, it might actually not be good for you. To Clinton's campaign in waiting, all the wonderful people who helped cheat Bernie Sanders, or whatever, helped push the whole Trump-Russia myth. Just run already. What are you doing? Who are you fooling? You're not fooling anyone. Everyone's going to be petrified still. 7. D-ski. Oh! 7 D-ski! Yes. It's 7 D-ski. I love it. 7 D-ski! Thank you. Thank you, 7 D-ski, thank you. 7 D-ski, thank you. Nicole, thank you. 7 D-ski, thank you. Oh, man. I don't want to run. I'm tired of giving myself to the country that doesn't appreciate everything I've done for the people of Libya and people throughout the world. I've done so much with so many fantastic votes. I'm tired They went after me because of my emails, even though I was hiding my communication for 4 years with top secret intelligence on servers that were hacked by everybody. They don't deserve me. No, I'm not. No, Bill. You be quiet. You be quiet, Bill. I'm not running. What? Bloomberg's running? Really? Bloomberg? Ooh. Bloomberg's running and they expect me not to? I'm a gutsy woman. You know what? But I don't know if I should. Carl's opinion. I'll get you in a second. I don't know if I should. The Russians, they did everything possible after we sold them 20% of U.S. uranium capacity. And they funneled money into my corporation, my Clinton Foundation. I just don't know if I have... My heart aches from all the horrible, horrible, deplorable people who didn't vote for me. They don't deserve me. But wait. Better to have loved than never to have loved before. I mean, to try like the little engine that could. You know, I wrote this book with people writing this book for me called Gutsy Women. And I'm not going to let the Putin get in the way of me running again, especially if Bloomberg, of all people. And I can tell you what, Warren ain't going to be the first female, going to be me. You know what? I'm running Clinton 2020. Yay! She's running. Carl's opinion. After the debate, when Tulsi went after Harris, she was one of the most searched candidates on Google, yet she's at the bottom of the polls. Exactly. Carl's opinion. Exactly. Carl's opinion. Thank you. Carl's opinion. Thank you so very, very much. You know, Tulsi is the first, is the most searched candidate, yet Amy Klobuchar is tied with her and ahead of her in some polls. What world do we live in where Amy Klobuchar could go into any restaurant, any place on the planet? Nobody would know who she is. Probably even in Minnesota. Carl's opinion. Thank you. I apologize. You know, I was just in my Hillary skit. You want me to run? Me? But they don't deserve me. Okay, I'm running. And then, you know, you have to understand, most of my friends are hardcore liberal Democrats. Hardcore. They're not even progressive. They're hardcore liberal Democrats. When I tell them that Clinton's running, they're like, no, she's not. I know where you're going. I know what you're trying to do. What am I trying to do? What am I trying to do? Why are you petrified? Why are you horrified? What's the problem? What's the problem? Maybe because in 2015 in the Huffington Post and so on, I said she could not win. She didn't win. This will be the second, thank you, heavy capitalist, thank you. This will be, and Carl's opinion is 100% right, everyone. Tulsi Gabbard is not below Amy Klobuchar. They think that if they just have like 500 candidates, they're like totally fair. Look how fair we are. Look, these are 500 candidates. This is so different from when we cheated Bernie Sanders. What was that? Tulsi Gabbard? Nah, bad. Yeah, it's 2%, not even 0.8%. Nobody, yeah. This poll says that. Of course, the whole thing is a political machine on steroids. And she goes to Trump, "Don't tempt me." What are you doing? Just run already. Stop. Eugene. Eugene. Thank you, Eugene. Thank you. I just want to tell you that my wife is one tough cookie. One day I said, "Honey, do you really want to run?" And she threw a set of kitchen knives at me. And that was one of the nicer things she's done for me over the years. All I said was, "Honey, do you really want to run? I mean, you might not win." And then I saw a giant steak knife and a whole bunch of those smaller knives and some butter knives flying in my direction. And y'all wonder why. Oval Office, whatever. It's just, it's like, could you imagine telling Clinton not to run? You need like you would have like, if you did, you'd have to hide behind like a Roman shield or something because things are flying your way. Trust me. I told Hillary, I said, "Honey, I love you, but I mean, do you really want to run?" And she threw a Bible at me. It was like Nolan Ryan was possessed. Hit me right square in the forehead. Right here. Not, From then on, I said, "I will do whatever you want. I'll help you, honey, because those Russians were so mean to you." Doc, BBC, Doc. President Trump, King. We laugh at courtroom names. They freak out when we do. Exactly. Hey, she sounds more than Hilda. Scary. Thank you, Doc, BBC. Thank you. And then here's the best one of all. The impression of the progressive, the left-leaning progressive who wants Medicare for all. And God bless, if you do, this is no diss. This is not disrespect, but this is a progressive who wants Medicare for all when Hillary runs. Oh, my God, Hillary's running again? Oh, I just don't know if... These are two progressives on social media. I just don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't like H.A. Goodman. He's a real... But I don't know if I'm going to vote for her. You're not going to vote for Hillary? I want a Medicare for all, too. Okay? But we have a monster authoritarian orange cosmic menace. And you're worried about purity? Okay, we get closer to Medicare for all if you voted for Clinton again. But she cheated Bernie the first time, and I was forced to vote for her, and what kind of message does that send if we keep voting for the same person that continually cheats and then comes back? This is like some kind of disease that, you try to put ointment on, it doesn't work. I always knew you were a supremacist enabler. I'm blocking you from social media, and I'm telling everyone that you never wanted Medicare for all to begin with. What? that's kind of like how it would turn out. Why aren't I 50 points ahead, you might ask? Oh my God, it's going to be so great. Just please, we're waiting. Is she really going to wait till December 25th, like for a Christmas gift? Come on. It's never ending. It's never ending. It's never ending. This is really a fair and neutral primary, because Amy Klobuchar is so much more exhilarating and energetic and intelligent and has more grassroots support than Tulsi Gabbard and Andrew Yang, both of whom have a far greater presence on social media and among young people and among people who are politically active than Klobuchar. And Warren is very viable. Yeah, extremely viable. Biden looks really great. This is Biden. I'll do my Biden. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm from a different generation where this type of thing meant love and genuine caring. Oh, I'm going to take Trump. Oh, like a drum. Just like what I did to cornflakes and grape nuts. What is that, eucalyptus? That's fantastic. And then, like, the best is when Biden becomes angry. It's done like this. Here's starts like, it's kind of like The Godfather and Clint Eastwood and Biden. I give him a big hit. Okay. And then cornflakes. And cornflakes. And then grape nuts. Ukraine? No, why? What's the problem? Huh? These are great candidates. These are great candidates. These are fantastic candidates. 70 ski! I think Democrats will wait to announce Hillary's presidential run until it is needed to consume the news cycle when something bad drops against them. Perhaps. I think, like, I have to be creepy. I'm doing Biden's imitation. I think that Hillary can do one of two things, both of which would work. So I don't know why, this coy kind of like, I don't really want to very badly. We're just waiting. She could literally just tomorrow say, I'm running, and everyone would be like, oh my God, this is the best. This is horrifying, but it's great. It's better than Trump. Or it'll be like, slid into second. I jammed my knee, coach. My knee's jammed up. How is she to know that this person would slide into second? I mean, she doesn't control the weather. Conservative Trumper, Trump-pansy. We need somebody. We need somebody from AAA. Who could it be? Well, the Golden Moo is batting .218 with 15 errors. And out of 20 steal attempts, she's been caught 30 times. Nobody knows how. What? Is there anyone else? No, we're bringing the Golden Moo up. Okay, but okay, you're fired. And then they wonder why, Democrats are like a surgeon that didn't go to medical school and wonders why nothing works out. What's happening to all these patients? Well, did you go to medical school? Maybe that's why. exactly why it happened. This is, God forbid, tragedy is happening. Oh my God. Why are we subjected to this? Why are we subjected to this nonsense? Don't tempt me. Maybe we need a rematch. I can defeat Trump again. I can beat Trump again. Yeah. They always talk a big game, but it doesn't ever work out. We're going to impeach Trump. Why don't you do it? We're looking into it. We're looking into impeaching Trump, and you better watch out. We're waiting. In fact, I would love for you to impeach Trump. I would love it. Bill Clinton got impeached. I totally didn't even do what they said I did. In fact, it was all nonsense. I was talking about geopolitics and the ICBM treaty. And then suddenly they went all after me. He obstructed justice and literally lied under oath. What? No. Who could even imagine such a thing? I mean, I don't have a Wikipedia page talking about that, do I? Do I have a Wikipedia page talking about that? Oh, that's right, I do. And it's like, with Trump, like, he had a phone call. This man knows no bounds, the decency. Say, oh, I'm sorry, he was on the phone with the world leader. Sorry, he happens to be president. We know you don't like that, so. They don't even want Trump to be president. Their whole thing is like, how dare he think that he can speak to world leaders? Ladies and gentlemen, Carl's opinion, thank you. Everyone, thank you. Michael Bloomberg is going to run for president, everyone. It's fantastic. Yeah, that's totally normal. That's so totally normal. And Michael Bloomberg is going to run for president, and Tulsi Gabbard is at 0% in the Quinnipiac University poll, October 11th through 13th. And I love Trump. Tulsi Gabbard I like a lot. I don't know if I could vote for any Democrat ever. But I respect Tulsi Gabbard a great deal because she is a human being, a woman of principle and conviction, and she's an anti-interventionist. She's awesome. I respect Andrew Yang a great deal. Okay? Sorry, Klobuchar is not ahead of them, so I don't really care what anyone says. I don't care if there's like 70 polls that say that Klobuchar is ahead of Yang and Tulsi Gabbard. That's not true. That's nonsense. That's complete and utter nonsense. But luckily, they've made up for it with Bloomberg running. Okay. I don't know who Clinton's VP will be, but ladies and gentlemen, God bless. Thank you so very, very much. To my super chat, thank you. Thank you all, everyone. You've been absolutely wonderful. Bloomberg's running. Yay. It's all for Clinton. Clinton's going to run, like I stated since 2017. Thank you.